Hello everyone, it's Ruby here today. So I thought that I would do a book haul for you guys. Now, I am not particularly proud of this book haul just because I had promised you guys that I would read all of the books in my TBR bookshelf before I would continue on to buy books. I thought it would be fairly easy because I tend not to kind of go to the bookstore or go to used bookstores just because I tend not to shop a lot. However, after watching a lot of other booktubers, also starting my own book channel, I kind of realized that it's sort of inevitable that I would be buying books, especially after watching a lot of amazing book reviews and book hauls. So I might as well just show you guys. You guys are not feeling the pain of broken promises. So I'll just go in chronological order. Alright, so this is the latest issue of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Century 2009. I want to do a video on Alan Moore and how much I love him, and so I thought that it was only acceptable that I would read the last of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. As far as I know, he'll be probably doing a couple of more issues, but as of late, this is the last one. So I thought that I would pick that up. Anybody who doesn't know, this is about literary characters battling other literary characters, often in sci-fi. So it's pretty cool and pretty weird, as you might be able to tell from the eyes. So there's that. So this is Ship of Theseus. There's been a fair amount of hype in the booktube community about this particular book. It was written by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst, and it is essentially a book about a classic and the people who discovered this classic, which is Ship of Theseus. I did an unboxing which kind of talks a little bit more about this book, so I won't get too much into it, but I haven't read it yet, so I'm looking forward to that. The third book was kind of an impulse buy. I saw this along with Ship of Theseus on Amazon, and that is House of Leaves. This also has sort of a cult following, and a lot of people on BookTube recommend this. I saw it a couple of years ago and was unsure about it. I tried to read a couple of pages and it just kind of hurt my brain because it is pretty complicated to follow. I'm not really sure what it's about. I kind of know that it's a horror, and I kind of know that there's a lot of excerpts and footnotes and little stories along stories. So I will update you guys on that in the future. But yeah, it's also extremely large book, so we'll see when I get to this. So this is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Oh, that last name, it's supposed to be easy and it's not. Why isn't it easy? So essentially it is about a fangirl and her twins that are fangirls of this fandom, Simon Snow. They write fanfiction and dress up as the characters. When she comes to college, she and her twin are no longer living together, and her twin stops being interested in this particular fandom. So it's kind of about her journey through that, as well as meeting this other guy. From what I can tell, even from the cover, it sounds like a lot of experiences that I've had. Probably not explaining this very well because all I really know is what's on the cover. I haven't watched any reviews or read any reviews about it yet. All I know is that a lot of people have been reading this, so I'll catch you guys up in the future. Otherwise, you can obviously look at other reviews and other people who have read this. I also have this book about Joss Whedon. Apparently it is a complete companion, and it is many collaborators who've talked about the different sort of TV shows and other sorts of projects that he's done. So there's a lot of information about the different sections, and it is pretty cool. So it is non-fiction. I haven't looked at it too much yet because I sort of feel like if I start this, I've started a whole bunch of books at once that I won't be able to finish, but I will definitely be coming back to this, and I will definitely be reviewing it, or at least talking a little bit about it in the future, because I feel like other people would also be interested in this. And last is Jonathan Snow and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. I came across this through recommendations of fantasy novels. It sounds like something I would be interested in, considering that I am my own fangirl of Harry Potter. It is about adult magicians who know the theoretical side behind magic and talk about it every third Wednesday of the month, when two magicians come along, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, who can practice magic, but they're gentlemen magicians, so they aren't evil and they don't use this against other people. It's supposed to read a lot like a Jane Austen novel or Charles Dickens, but I thought I'd give it a chance. It's about wizards or magicians in York, and it kind of talks about probably the more theoretical side of wizardry, which I thought was fairly interesting. I really like the idea of magic as a concept, of like alchemy and of symbolism, so I thought that this would be a challenging but interesting read. It's actually, I'm pretty sure this is actually one book, but that they've separated into 3 different parts, but I'm perfectly okay with that. I will consider each one to be one different novel because I will cry if I remember the amount of pages that is involved in reading this. So hopefully I explained everything pretty well, and you can cry along with me considering how much I spent. But I'll get a lot of enjoyment out of all of these books. All of these books I've wanted for quite a while. So I will hopefully do a review on some of these fairly soon after I finish my summer reads. And I will talk to you guys later.